between. If you listen to radio, TV, Jagriti, I don't have to explain anything because Pandit Navin and others, they give so much explanation on their Dikmas. This month is because it does not have a Sankranti where the sun passes through a constellation, all right, the zodiacal sign. Hence, it was given, Bhagwan Vishnu took control of this month. So only his worship is really permitted in this month. Right? So you have 2 full moon this month. This one is the Adhik Maas, and the other one is Sunday, the 28th of June. Okay, so our next full moon will be 28th of June. Let us sit upright, meditate on Bhagwan Vishnu as Lord Satyanarayan. We join in Dhyan. Hari Om Ramasamulam Triyaloka Shakha Yukcharo Patram Likitam Vidhata Falasadoyam Swadhayaneka Bhaju Rama Krishnam Bhaju Veda Veda Kararavinde Padaravindam Muraravinde Viniveshayantram Vatrasya Patrasya Puteshainam Balamakundam Shri Sanamami Namami Bhaktavatsalam Kripalushila Komalam Bhajami te padam bhujam akaminam swadhaminam nikambasham sundaram bhavam bhunatam mandiram prafolakanjalochanam madadidokamokshanam Shantakaram bhujagasainam padmanabham shuresham Vishwadharam kagana sadrisham meghavarnam subhangam Lakshmikantam kamalanainam yogi virdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu bhaubhaiharam sarvalokaikanaatham Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय सत्यनारायण भगवान की जय. So devotees, as we continue once more with Katha, which you have been listening to throughout the years, in Naimisharan Kshetra, 88,000 rishis assembled here to organize and carry out a Mahagyan Yagya, to discourse on the fundamentals and principles of righteousness, and more so, how to help man in this terrible age of Kali Yuga. Knowing that this age will come by, for as I told you before, we are not living in the first age. This is the 28th age of Kali Yuga. So they know exactly what will take place in this age. And so devotees, having made all those preparations for this Mahagyan Yagya, learning that a great Yagya was about to start, many spiritually inclined and religious personalities gravitated to that place. And the master who came there was Shri Suji Maraj himself. Saunak was the head of the 88,000 rishis. And having learned that Suji had arrived, he rose from his seat to go and welcome him, put him to sit down, and ceremonially worship and adored him by washing his feet, wiping it, put in chandan, perfume, mala, arti, all these things and so on. And Saunak asked Suji Maharaj to take the high seat, which is the Singhasanas, the Vyas. Saunak, on behalf of the 88,000 rishis, posed questions to Suji Maharaj. And this is where the Katha comes in. What he asked and what devotees was related by Suji is what is documented here as the Satyanarayan Vrat Katha. Let us find out. Hari Om Shri Vyasi Maharaj Ubach Ekadanai Misharane Rishi Saunakadayah Prapanchamunya Sarve Sutang Paurani Kankalu Rishi Ucho Kibratena Tapasaki Va Prapti Banchitang Falang Tat Sarvasrotu Michamaha Katasva Mahamune. Saunakak Suji Maharaj, that was Suji, you're very knowledgeable of the scriptures, all right? Knowledge of the past, the present, and the future. This terrible age has come by once more, Suji Maharaj, where man will experience plenty trouble and problems in this age. He will bring bad karmas from previous birth here. When he comes here, instead of he stop making, he'll make more than what he bring. And he will become responsible for it. He will not be able to live comfortable. He will not have luck. Health will fail. The lifespan will shorten. All these negative issues will be in Kali Yuga. Do you know anything short, simple, and effective to help the human in Kali Yuga? This was the main questions that were posed by Suji Maharaj, by Saunak. So Suji, hearing him, replied to him and said, Hari Om, Narade Santishto Bhagavan Kamalapatihi, Surasya Thaivata Shri Nudvam Samahita. He said, you know, I remember one time, Narad Muni, the son of Brahma, went by Lord Vishnu, and all these questions that you are asking me, Narad went with the same questions by the Lord. Narad posed the same questions to Bhagavan Vishnu. So why not I explain to you this, what led Narad to the Lord, what questions he asked and what replies were given, because it is an occasion that did happen. So I prefer to relate this to you. He said, Saunak, Hari Om, Ekada Narado Yogi Para Anugraha Kankshaya. You see, Narad, the son of Brahma, is blessed with the siddhas. He is an interterrestrial traveler that travels with the speed of thought. Right? Narad was going through the terrestrial region from planet to planet, and he decided to pay a visit to this planet Earth. So Narad only have to think about where he wants to go. He will vanish from this place and appear in the next place. This is the power of the siddhas. Right? Not aliens coming down on Earth. They were divinities used to come down here. Anarad Paryat Vidhi Lok Mrityu Lokem Upagata. He decided, let me pay a visit to planet Earth. Earth is called the Mrityu Lok. Mrityu means death and Lok is planet. This is the planet where death is inevitable. Once you're born, you have to die. That's why we should not fear death. You could do what you want, it's going to happen. Once you are born, it is going to happen. You could do what you want. You could jump high, you could jump low. You could play like Rava, the Hiranyakashipu. It's going to happen. What is important, you don't fear death, but prepare for it. Prepare for it, devotees. And our scriptures give us guidelines how to prepare for when that time will come. So when Narad came on earth, he was happy because here he saw the Lord's creation. You see, Bhagwan creation is made up of Chaurasi Lakh Yoni, 8,400,000 species of lives. They are divided into 4 categories called Andaj, Ukmaj, Pindaj, and Astravar. You have lives that are born from wombs, mammals. We are yet the highest. Lives that come from eggs. Lives that are sweat-borne, microscopic, and otherwise are the plant kingdom. Of the 8,400,000, the highest body the soul could get to come and live in is the human body. So Narad was happy to behold us humans down here, right, amidst God's other creatures. But something happened when he watched the human good. He realized the humans are not happy. And that happened with all of us. We just pretend to be happy, but really there's no happiness inside. Right? In other words, we force a smile to make believe happiness, but inside the heart is troubles and problems and worries and all type of negative forces. So the philosopher put it easier. He said, what happened? We humans, we just be smiling, but we grinding. And it's true, right? It's true. This is how this Kali Yuga is made up. So Narad was taken back. If we are God's highest creature, we should be living better than all the others, and that is not so. Lower creatures living better than us right now. I always draw the reference to pets, how pets are treated in terms of how humans are treated in this time. And Narad, you know, why? What causing this? Now, Narad is a sadhu, a saint. Saintly people, they take people, you know, when they see people under pressure or suffering, they themselves, you know, they become very, very worried and very unsettled because they want to see everybody happy. So then what happened here? Narayan Bhakti Kevalam. Narad decided he wanted to investigate and find out what was in it. So one of the power of the siddhas is that you could go back in somebody's life, right? Many, many births before and see what type of body you lived in and what kind of life you lived in and what kind of karma you perform and all these things and so on. So Narad decided to go back. Look what happened, eh? Hari Om Tatu Dirtva Jana Sarve Nana Kaleshu Manvitat Nana Yoni Se Utpana Kishvanashme Shakarma Bhi Kenupai Chaitishan Dukanashe Bhave Dhruvam Iti Sanchit Manasa Vishnu Loke Megatastada Bolo Satyanarayan Bhagavan Ki Jai. You know, Narad saw when he went back? Due to karmas committed by us, right? We have to be born back in all kind of bodies, right? Beating out the karmas coming up the road until God bless you with the human body. But you see what has happened? We don't get sometimes to beat out all the karmas. And the Lord, so merciful, does grant us the human body. But the rest of karmas, what remain that you didn't finish pay for, they don't write it off like bad debts. You just bring it with you when you come in. Good one and bad one. The good one does come and you say you're born with a gold spoon, right? The bad one, you come here and you have to do nothing wrong, but you get pressure. Now what Narad saw, the good one is good, we like it. But the bad one, when we come here, instead of you stop making more what we do when we come here, we start to make more than what we bring. And what you bring adds up to what you make, and who carries it? Man is the creator of his destiny. How you make your bed, so you will lie. What you plant, that's what you're going to reap. Narad saw that this is the main problem. That's why devotees, we are so affected. And as Kali go on, it will not be easier. It will get worse. It will get worse. Now, important thing to note here, if Narad saw the human evolve, went back down, and from all kind of bodies he coming up. You see from the human where you could fall back down? So this is where the Guru Purana on a Thursday night educates us. When you commit X sin, in the Guru Purana tell you have to born back in that particular body to pay out for that sin. When you don't pay out for that, you'll drop the body, which is death. And the next sin you have to pay for, according to Guru Purana, what body you have to born back in, you go born in that body. And you have to live in it and pay out for the sin. Then you drop it, death. Then sin number 3 coming on now. What was that sin and what type of body? You had to born in that body. You drop in the body a dog, monkey, goat, snake. You know, I see one of the worst body you could fall in? The worm in the septic tank. Think about it. All those are lies. But they are not born by guess or coincidence. It's karma that lead you down there. And we've beaten out karmas coming up the road. Birth, life, death, reincarnation, transmigration of the soul. Until Shri Ram says in Ramayana, very rare when he looks down in the skull yuga and he see the soul, you know, suffering, beaten out karmas. Mercy does come in his heart and he decides to give the soul another chance to come back as a human. That is how we are born as humans, not by guess or coincidence. But remnant karmas come to meet us. Although in pregnancy in the 7th month, we just promised Lord Vishnu, you know, Lord, if you let me born, I will serve you from birth to death. Right? Preventing coming back in lower bodies again, so that I can merge in oneness with you, never to return. Narad saw this being the main issue. As a great sage, you know, he was hurt when he saw the human suffering and devotees. He tried to help and he could not help. So he made a decision. He's going by Lord Vishnu. You see it? So with the speed of thought, Narad vanished from earth and he appeared in the heavens. Now when he appeared in the heavenly sphere, Vaikuntham, what did he see there? Now Mr. Ishwar, every full moon he'll put that picture in front there. This is what Narad saw when he reached up there, as it described. What he saw? Hari Om Tatra Narayan Devang Shukul Varam Chaturubhujam Sankachakrakada Pachban Mala Vibhushitam Bhagavan Vishnu was relaxing on the eternal serpent, Shesha. The Lord was of a fair complexion. He had 4 hands. In one he had the sun, the other the chakra, the third the gada, the fourth a lotus flower, and a beautiful mala made of the wild silver flowers garlanded the Lord. He saw Mahalakshmi massaging the feet of the Lord, and all the devatas and them surrounded the Lord, and they were praising him. So Narad joined them there. If you watch him, you'll see with the instrument in his hand, and he led them off in prayer. What Narad said? Hari Om Narad ji bole ki he Prabhu Namo ko barmarasari tarupayananta shaktiye adhimantya hinay nirgunay gunatmane sarve shabadi bhutai bhaktamartine nashine srutva stutram to Vishnu naradang pratabhashata Satyanarayan Bhagavan ki jai. Narad wanted to offer praises. He said, Lord, I wish I'm thinking of the greatest prayer and the best prayer to offer to you. But I can't find one because there is no great prayer, no greatest prayer, not the only prayer. The Lord has no beginning, no middle, no end, so Bhagavan cannot be qualified. We cannot say this is the prayer to describe the Lord. No, this could be a prayer, but not the prayer. The Lord has this infinite nature. Not even the Vedas could qualify the Lord. Not even Shesha with 1,000 tongues or Saraswati, the goddess of words. They all fail. Narad said, Prabhu, you are what you call Daya ke Sagar. Daya means mercy, Sagar means ocean. You are the ocean of mercy. The greatest thing that could appease you, O Lord, and could conquer you is when that pure 100% and more devotion comes from the heart of a devotee towards you. You can't resist it. And that is what is important, is the amount of faith, the amount of belief, the amount of love, and the amount of devotion comes from your heart when you are praying. It must not be from the lips or the throat, but from the depths of your heart. When you say man vachan karam, say means in thoughts and words and deed. Might be a simple prayer, you know, but you could offer that prayer with such faith and belief. It carries that weight. Narad say, Prabhu, I know you cannot resist the temptation when a true devotee humbles in prayerful submission to you. And Bhagavan said, Narad is true, those words of yours are true. Nothing to conquer me, like when devotion is portrayed to me. So Bhagavan Vishnu said, Narad, Hari Om Bhagavan Vatsalam Mama Pujitam Prati Grehitam Hari Om Srutva Stutrangto Vishnu Naradang Pratabhashata. Narad said, Bhagavan said to him, Kimartamagato asitwang kite kumanase varte katasva mahabhagtat sarva kathayamite. Narad, you are great bhakta, a devotee of mine. You are very close, dear and near to me. You are selfless in nature. You go through the universe trying to help and fix things. And when I say bring back positiveness over negativities, when you can't handle a situation, you just come to me. I could see something is bothering you, Narad. What is it? Tell me. And Narad replied, Hey Prabhu, Mrityuloke jana sarve nana kalesho manvita nana yonise utpana kish pap bharyom panchate pap karma bhi tab katang shamayin atlaghupayin taddaha srotum ichami tat sarva kripasti yadi te mai. He said, Lord, I was going through the galaxy, a terrestrial region. I decided to pay a visit to your planet Earth. I was happy when I came down here to see your creation and your highest creature, which is the human. But I was taken aback when I see the condition of the human being. The human are not happy, right? They're really, really under problem and pressure and all you worries and troubles and no luck and no health and this or you name it, all kind of thing. Prabhu, I saw lower creatures living better than the humans. I decided to investigate. When I investigated and I went back, I saw due to karma, they have evolved coming up the road, beating out karmas. until you bless them with this human body. Prabhu, when they come here, they bring the remnant karmas they didn't finish reap. But sad to say, when they come here and they promise you in pregnancy, they will serve you from birth to death. When they come here, they get entangled in the web of materialism and they forget you. And they start to commit now karmas that are detrimental to them. And it adds up. And due to this, you see, we create our own destiny. Man suffers. He said, Prabhu, I tried to help them. I could not find a solution. I have come to you, Lord. I'm begging you. Help the people on earth. He went to beg for us, not for him. Right? Bhagwan Vishnu hearing these words, but he said, Prabhu, if you're going to tell me something to help them, let it be very short, but very effective. Because in Kali Yuga, people's attention span will get shorter and shorter. They can't concentrate for long. Right? Whatever it will be, let it short and effective. Hari Om Bhagavan, out of mercy, O Lord, I beg you, tell me something to help them. Vishnu Bhagavan looked at Narad and said, Narad, sadhu istvang, sadhu prishtang kotvaya vatsalu kanugraha kangshaya yat kritva muchate mosri nushyoku vadamite. Narad, you are sadhu, a saint. You are selfless. You don't think of yourself. Look, you come here to ask for the help for others, the human race. Because of that, I will tell you a great secret of mine that could help the human. What is it? Vratasmin mahapunyang swarge mrityu situlabham. It is a vrat. A vrat means a fast that leads up to the worship. But Narad, it is in the heavens here. Should man practice it on earth, he will get quick relief. How do you call it? Satyanarayan swayang bratang samyako bidhanata. It is called the Shri Satyanarayan Vrat Katha. If you perform it as prescribed, you see, when you're doing this puja, you must have devotees. You just have this bamboo jhak, you must have a fig tree and the bedi. And we must come in, Mr. Ramlal, go and look for the nice shiny bamboo. You know, not any bamboo. To dress it up nicely. You must have a chanani on top. The piece of cloth that you tie on the bamboo is really a shortcut. A chanani is really that up there. Now, in the 1960s and so on down there, that is Indian arrival, when people will perform the Satyanarayan Vrat Katha, two pujas they used to do. Hanuman puja in the morning and this Katha in the night. That was all the puja, All the others came after. We know Root and Katha, Jandi and Katha, Hanuman puja and Satyanarayan Katha, this way, either on a Tuesday or Saturday. And when they prepare for this Katha, it will be so massive, so big. You'll have the chanani, you put up your mango leaf toran, you dress it up with decorations, you hang up fruits and so on, like when you have in a yag. But not only for the yag, that is recommended for all your pujas, especially the Satyanarayan Katha. Right? All these, everything you see, like people changing up and getting shorthand. So this piece of cloth, you normally see the tie and the bamboo is really a shortcut. Right? Shorthand then, as you say. That really is a chanani. Everybody is to have one in their home. When puja done, they take it down, they wash it, they put it away for next year again. Few people now, we see, they're going back to it. We have seen it now. A lot of people are going back to it, now realizing it and doing it. During that time, devotees, when you have Satyanarayan Katha in the home, that is to be a big thing, like a cooking night long time. You're not cooking night and thing again. But how it used to be long ago, this is how this Katha was. They invite just a few people for the Hanuman Puja in the morning, but this Katha is to be done very elaborate in the night. So devotees, Satyanarayan Swayanko, this puja, Satyanarayan, which is called the Satyanarayan Katha, must be done as prescribed. So I'm telling you, what are the things we used to get? You must have the Navagraha flags and so on, and all the other puja materials that we normally gather and so on. Right? We listen to some specifics just now. Hari Om Kritva Kritva Sadhyako Sukhanko Hari Om Sri Bhuktava Parat Moksha Anuyat. By the performance of this puja, very quickly tells you happiness will come to your life, progression will be hard, and that will allow you to elevate yourself, that when the time comes to leave here, you could get oneness with Bhagavan Vishnu. O Narad, Hari Om. So Narad hearing this, Narad found it was sounding good. And Bhagavan Vishnu again give him further details as to the great benefits of this puja. What he said, He Narad, Dukkha Shokari Shamnang Dhanya Dhanya Ko Pravardhanam. By the performance of this puja, Dukkha's troubles will go away. Nobody like troubles in your life? That will go away. Shok is mental stress or worries, which all of us suffer from, will go away. Dhan is material wealth. You will be blessed to have wealth so you can live comfortable here. If Janki and them didn't have it, they couldn't sponsor parasar and food tonight. This is the importance of it. You need wealth to live. You cannot go in the supermarket and fully trolley and walk out, you'll get locked up. We need wealth, we need it. And Bhagavan said this Katha will provide it for you. You will always have. As you live, you'll have progression in your life. Saubhagya Santikarang Sarva Vijaya Pradam. Any mission you undertake, you'll have success in it. Even a couple could be blessed to have kids if they are not blessed with. Right? You know what it will do? It will transform you. It will cause your third eye to open so the light of knowledge will dawn, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. And you'll begin to control now your senses of perception and organs of action, and you yourself now will start to think different and look at the world differently, because you'll now be seeing through your third eye. Yasmin kasminde brityu bhakti saraman vitat. Any day you could do this puja once there's love in your heart. The evening time is best prescribed like now. Added merits come on the full moon night, right? The Amawas, the Dwadash, the Ekadashi, and so on. You see, when you do this puja on the full moon night, it's a community worship. By doing this puja here, the whole Asana Grand is blessed. Anytime you stop doing it, all the vibrations withdraw. I'm telling you, that's why in every community, they will have, when our forefathers come here, I don't know if after the leadership program or when they've gotten the opportunity, this is where they clear a piece of land and put up a carrot shed and block it wrong with dirt wall and leap it and so on. And on the full moon night, they will gravitate there to perform this full moon katha. One of the reasons that caused it too, remember, they were restricted on the estate. You could not leave the estate. It did them a good. They would be charged or beaten and all these things and locked up and so on and things in this way. So remaining on the estate in the evening time, they began to practice all their cultural and religious activities. And one of them was the Satyanarayan Katha. So beside the full moon night, they will do this puja. Other activities start to take place in the kutia. Ramayana reading, Chautal singing, all these issues and satsang, saragoan and so on. And these kutias develop into the lovely temples we have, like this very one here, Sanagar Hindu Mandir. So devotees, remember you could do it any day, once there's love, but added merits come, and that's why it's like a community worship. Satyanarayan ko devayet nichaiva nishamoke brahmano bandaswang setang dharma tatpara. You have a way to do your puja, a sequence in doing it. You perform your puja in this way. You invite friends, relatives, neighbors, brahmanas, sadhus, and so on. Long ago when this puja was done, it's whole night. Whole night. Till when morning will clear, right, when sunrise come, they will get up and go and put up the jhandi and come back and close the puja. So during the whole night you have singing, right? Baba then will read the 7 adhyaya, the katha, after every one. They will sing us a bhajan, used to call them serial. Long bhajan. And in those days, what they had, the days Indian arrival, I spoke about it, they had the kanjiri. What is the kanjari? The kanjari is what they call it tambourine today. But that kanjari used to be covered with the skin of the mat, right? The mat is a creature, a reptile, right? That skin, that used to make it sound like that, and they will beat it like this, right? And so on and sing. So this is how long time was. Those who grew up in those days will know. They invite all and get them come to join in this puja. Hari Om Bhagavan Vatsalam. Naivedyang Bhakti Dodata Saparang Bachputpamam. The key in it is love. Love is the key. Everything you're going to get, you're going to do is with love. Ramba Palangretang Chirang Godu Mashukaramaham. You must have bananas in this puja. Ghee. Cow's ghee, remember. Chirang is a milker. Dahi is a must. Abhavi Shalika Churan me Shakra me Gudur Stata hai. The panjari is the favorite dish. Now look at it. Long ago, you start Apache rice and grind the rice and all everything and so on. Today, it's going to the supermarket and pick up a pack of grind rice. And you just patch it home. You see how things get easy? All right? Add a sugar with it and flavor it with a little black pepper. That you must have that in this katha. Hari Om Samparang Sarve Shamani Chani Kritya Nivedita. Prepare it with love. You offer it with love, as our devotees did tonight. Viprai Dakshina Data Katang Sutradvajay Saha. Holy Brahmanas should be worshipped, adored. Dakshina should be given to them. Tatakshabandu Visad Viprakshi Prati Bhojayet. And food should be prepared and feed the people. Now let us go back a bit. Whilst the Katha, I'll be looking at long time. Right? Who grew up in long time days will know this. Everybody will eat in sohari leaf. Nobody eating in sohari leaf again. You have ready-made leaf now. Right? Think about it. You did not have cups like what we have today. Styrotex cup and all these things and so on. You know what is to pass when you have prayers home? What is to drinking? The condensed milk tin. Right? Condensed milk thing, they should save it up, all right, and that you borrow by the neighbor them and so on, and you have cups to feed for the people. You didn't have plastic cup, and you didn't have Styrotex cup and all these things. I told you the mobile oil tin from the car oil, they used to take that and make a mug, all right? Used to make dipper to dip water from the barrel. We were good with that, all right? And so devotees, all these things where you have to improvise at that time. Remember the days when you will go to puja, the elderly people will know that. And you sit around waiting, anxious, eh? A man coming with a tray, and in the tray he has the Mahanbhog. Right? First was in your hand they will give you. Then they start to cut a little piece of leaf and give you. Then little brown paper. I know in the handkerchief when they used to give you, you had to pull out your handkerchief and you give you in it. And then they went to what? Brown bag. Look at where we reached to this Ziploc bag. No, I'm telling you how it was to how it is now. Think about it. So when you see the man with the tray, and our fellow specialize in that, right? You see hand open so. So you happy, boy, look how much again. But you know when you reach in the tray, the hand come down so small. And he give you that. So when you figure you're getting so much, it's so much you're getting. I remember children, if you're in front, and you run back in the back and sit on the back. So you hit them a double shot there. It was, look at the kind of prasad you get in today. Do we sit down and analyze a bag of prasad and check the value of it? I don't think we just do that. The value of a bag of prasad. I don't think nowhere in India you could go and get that amount. Hey, don't run. Right? So devotees, we are comparing, look at where we were to where we are today. I brought a chatai the other to show. Everybody will sit on the ground. They had chatai roll out. After chatai came pal. After pal, they started to make wood bench. Right? Then you had iron chair. Remember them iron chair? Think about it. That's a pinch of bad too, eh? And so we elevate coming up. Every full moon, they will come and ladies will get gobar and leap over the place, you know, all around the around, you call it, and so on. Nowhere had concrete. There's mud all over the place and so on. People had sapat, they come in, or barefoot, they come into prayers and all these things. Look at over 181 years where we are. But this Satyanarayan Katha caused the Kutia to come into existence and the community to come together because of this. And so we have developed over the period of time. What would they have cooked in those days? Now, long ago, anybody going to prayers, nobody go with their hand in their pocket. Right? Somebody bring in the flour, somebody bring in the aloo, somebody bring in the rice, somebody bring in that dry coconut, somebody bring in flowers, all these things. Everybody will contribute something. I remember if you're having a wedding in the village, once you hear your son going to get married or your daughter going to get married, check me a bag of rice. Next one, check me a bag of sugar. Next one, check me a bag of aloo. And everybody contributed in that way. This is how it is to be. We get too individualistic now. But everybody would have come together, devotees, and see that it take place. And wedding is to be it didn't have a one-day wedding long time, but it was 3 days. 3 days from the chekai, the engagement, traditional coming up the road. And people didn't have, and how these things used to take place. Think about it. Because they had that cooperation amongst each others in this way. It said meals should be prepared and feed the people, no matter how little it is. I know long time too, sometimes it was so bad, if they have a yag, they could not feed every day, they go feed the last day. The last day they go feed, they couldn't feed every day. Think about it. Look at today, we have food to the extent to get to eat and you get into carry too. Just think of where we are. What I'm showing you is that where we were to where we are now. Look at the kind of progression that we have had. Hari Om Narayan Bhakti Kevalang Evang Krite Manushanang Bangsha Siddhi Bhavedruam Vishesh Kal Yug Milagupayista Bhutale Hai. Vishnu Bhagwan said, Narad, in this Kal Yuga to have anything shorter, no more effective than this Satyanarayan Katha. Whatever be the desire of that bhakta, that devotee, I will fulfill it personally. You see, again when we're doing puja, the real way to do puja is one puja alone. You see like how you're doing Satyanarayan Katha alone here? This is how you just get the full merits. Or Hanuman puja alone. But when you're doing 5, 6, 7, you just tie up everything there. Because you're supposed to read the greatness of each one and you just can't do it. That's why it would take so long also. But in 2 hours' time, you could complete a puja if it's one deity puja you are doing. And all the other pujas came in after the main pujas were Rot and Katha. If it was a weekend, Saturday morning they will do Hanuman puja, Saturday night Satyanarayan Vrat Katha, and Sunday morning Surya Narayan puja. This was the tree. Yeah. So all forefathers coming here 181 years ago, they brought this Katha with them because it was a practice up there in Bihar State, UP. And they carried it here, and we carried it on from there after 181 years, where we were, to look at where we are now, in a nice, beautiful, air-conditioned mandir. Carpet to sit on. They didn't have PA system a long time. Well, just think about it, right? After the 181 years, look at where we are. It is meant to progress, you must progress, you're bound to progress, you have to progress. And I always advocate this. If a Hindu is not progressing in life, your lifestyle is wrong. You're not living as you should. If you really follow the pathway of your dharma, you must uplift, you must go forward in life, you must progress in life. The way of life is meant for it. And we see it from our forefathers. Only coming here with a little jaji bundle. And look at where we are today. You know, it's something you have to look at, and let me show you. Long ago when you drive in, well, we didn't have castle. It's only dirt house. Think about it, only dirt house you used to see. Then you start to see little board house, right? Dirt and board, dirt and board, dirt and board. You might see one concrete house of 100,000. Look at today where we are. Eh? You can't see a dirt house, you can't see a ball house again. Everybody uplift themselves, right? But our forefathers thought of sending our children forward by educating them. And education is what took us out from the state of poverty and suffering. And younger ones continue to follow that pathway. Parents are backing children now because children, you have the opportunity. Take advantage of it and educate yourself. That you yourself later on, you could live a comfortable life financially and otherwise. So devotees, today is a very great day of Indian arrival and a very nice day as the Katha falls on the night of the Indian arrival. Iti Siddhi Skanda Purani Reva Khande Satyanarayan Katha Pratamo Adhyaya Samapti. Prem se boliye Satyanarayan Bhagavan ki jai. Bolo Siddhi Vishnu Bhagavan ki jai. Of flowers and bow. So devotees, the other chapters support the kathas to how it came on earth, which due to Bhagavan Vishnu introduced it to Satyanarayan Brahmana. He was the first to really perform it. After him was Lakrihara, the woodcutter. Right? Then you had Sadhu Baniya. Then you had Ulkamuk and Tungargaj Raja. And so it came down, devotees, bringing this katha to us, showing us the elevation that has taken place with since the coming of our forefathers. It's important, today is a very important day that we should sit and reflect. Yes, you think about the hardships and so on they went through. It was not easy, right? They were abused, they were terrorized, they were taken advantage of. Even the women folks too, they had no privacy, this, that. The white people took advantage of them and so on. I know a guy who had a piece of land up in Tawana. And there was so much of, the overseer was so bad, you wouldn't believe. They dug a hole by a zabuka tree to get rid of him and bury him one time, right? Told me the hole was still there. But something happened and they couldn't go through it. They had to abort the mission. Yeah. It was so bad, devotees, you wouldn't believe. So bad. And they went through all that, and we're supposed to sit down and reflect. But you wouldn't be able to do it unless you do research and find out. I told you, should have visited the museum. I don't know how much people did go to the museum. Anybody went? Nobody went to the museum. They have refurbished it and so on. It's really nice to go down there and see the artifacts and so on. So devotees, we continue. Let us hold on to your dharma, your way of life. It is meant for progression. The Vedas, the Holy Scriptures tell us, if you live for the sake of your dharma will protect you. Let us make it a must. The mandirs are now here. Long ago, the home was an orthodox home, where everything was practiced according to Hinduism in the home. It's not so again. The only place these things happen now is in the mandir. That's the center. So let us gravitate towards our mandirs and be involved in it. Get your children involved so that they will not go astray or they will not be alienated, right? You see, they're running about, let them run about. They'll get accustomed inside here, and once that's only for time. And once they start to make friendship with the murtis and them here, you cannot take away that from them again. Yeah. All who love satsang, remember when you were small, you were in it. And that's where it comes back to you. So get the family involved. This is a routine in our lives in the home. Get involved in satsang activities. And the major place is the mandir. Okay, so Thursday night we have also our Gurpuran reading. Please don't forget that. Next week and the following week I will not have, there will be no satsang, eh? Okay, this Thursday coming we have satsang, but the other following 2 weeks there will be no satsang. The other one after that will be back. Okay, so At this point in time, we'll have a havan to do, and probably I'll sing a bhajan, but sadhva because I have to do the havan.
We have in-house dining tonight.
Okay, well, all right. Management has said, Kishore and Janki, that they are already celebrating their wedding anniversary on the 3rd of June. All right? How many years? Huh? 36 years of wedding bliss. And these are really marvelous couple devotees to really emulate. Okay? We want to wish them, on this occasion of your 36th wedding anniversary on the 3rd, Bhagwan blessings. May you live very, very long as husband and wife, and may you continue to progress along that pathway of bhakti and devotion to the Lord. Right? Parasad was prepared by Mr. Ajay and Mukhe and Pritam Samuel. Right? Ajay also joined in puja tonight, and you don't see him sometime, but they come and they make the Parasad on a Thursday on another occasion. So Ajay, God bless you and your Dharmapatni and your family. We need some younger people to get on board to start to help out with Parasad, and even too with the cooking team in the kitchen. Remember, everybody getting older, and you must have younger ones coming up to take over. Although the elders will be there, but you need younger ones, especially to take over when they can no longer do it. That's how you have succession. Bhojan prepared tonight by the ladies group and sponsored again by Kishore and Janki. So today, devotees, we have Marampun from Foster Road here. She celebrates her birthday, okay? Happy birthday to you. I think she's in the audience, yeah. Right, happy birthday to you. And she contributed tonight, the roti for tonight. And she also prepared korma. So that is so nice of you. God bless you. So happy birthday to you. We'll have a birthday song for you after puja. Okay? Prem se boliye Satyanarayan Bhagavan ki jai. So go ahead now. Oh, what he said, they have in-house dining tonight. That means that you can sit at the table and eat, as how we said it long ago. What happened? Huh? Huh? Okay, an original Kashibu leaf. All right, Kashibu leaf, right? Some, I know people get accustomed since COVID to take away service, right? But if you want to sit and eat, we have that prepared in the back there. Tomorrow we have a Tirat coming to visit this mandir, the Eldorado Shri Mandir. And they'll be here from 10 in the morning. They're coming to visit us as we go on Tirat also. It'll be nice that if you are free and you want to come along to receive them, right? It will be very, very nice of you. They're great devotees coming from Eldorado. So tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. God bless.
नारायण करुणा में शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु चरणम नारायण करुणा में शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु चरणम विपत्ति हमारी तुमने तारे शोक मिटाए भाव हारी विपत्ति हमारी तुमने तारे शोक मिटाए भाव हारी परम पिता परमेश्वर शरणम शरणम नारायण करुणा में शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणम नारायण करुणा में शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणम संपत्ति पाई सब मन चाही भक्त जनों की लाज बचाई संपत्ति पाई सब मन चाही भक्त जनों की लाज बचाई दीन बंधु जगदीशम शरणम शरणम नारायण करुणा में शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणम नारायण करुणा में शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणम नारायण करुणा में शरणम आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवाजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवाजी के मंदिर में शिवाजी के मंदिर शिवाजी के मंदिर शिवाजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवाजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि नाम शिवाजी के मंदिर में सोने के यह मूर्ति बनी है सोने के यह मूर्ति बनी है सीता और श्री राम शिवाजी के मंदिर में आओ बैठो जपो हरि राम शिवाजी के मंदिर में
Let us stand, please, as we join in Purnahuti.
हरि नाम शिवाजी के
Hari
मंदिर
Om
में
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishtate Swaha Sarvapaparang Divyam Gangyang Nirmalang Jalang Achmanyam Prati Grihitam. You bow. You do arti now. Yani kani chapapani janamantar gretanita tani tani vinashanti pradakshina parhi parhi dipanam. हे सत्यनारायण स्वामी हमारे दुख हरो बेड़ा पार करो प्रभु जी बेड़ा पार करो हे सत्यनारायण स्वामी
हमारे दुख हरो बेड़ा पार करो प्रभु जी बेड़ा पार करो
तुम हो देव दया के सागर अब उद्धार करो बेड़ा पार करो
प्रभु जी बेड़ा पार करो
अजर अमर अविचर अविनाशी घट घट के वासी
प्रभु जी घट घट के वासी
जन्म जन्म से तुम्हारे दर्श की अखिया है प्यासी
प्रभु जी अखिया है प्यासी
सत्य सनातन परम ब्रह्म पर हम पर कृपा करो
बेड़ा पार करो प्रभु जी बेड़ा पार करो हे सत्यनारायण स्वामी हमारे दुख हरो बेड़ा पार करो प्रभु जी बेरा पार करो।
ओ सतानंद ब्राह्मण की प्रभु जी तुम्हारे कष्ट हरे।
प्रभु जी तुम्हारे कष्ट हरे।
लकरी हारा भिल के तुमने कारज सिद्ध करे।
प्रभु जी कारज सिद्ध करे।
आई तूफान में जीवन नैया तरपत ध्यान धरो।
बेरा पार करो। प्रभु जी बेरा पार करो। हे सत्यनारायण स्वामी हमारे दुख हरो। बेरा पार करो। प्रभु जी बेरा पार करो।
साधु वैश्य के बंधन खाते सुख संपत्ति दीजिए।
प्रभु जी सुख संपत्ति दीजिए।
कुल का मुख राजा पर तुमने कारज सिद्ध करे।
प्रभु जी कारज सिद्ध करे।
ओम बुरे भले हम तुम्हारे स्वामी बिना अति ध्यान धरो।
बेरा पार करो। प्रभु जी बेरा पार करो। हे सत्यनारायण स्वामी हमारे दुख हरो। बेरा पार करो। प्रभु जी बेरा पार करो।
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट
दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे
और दुख बिन से मन का।
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे। कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मात पिता तुम मेरे
शरण कहो किसकी।
स्वामी शरण गहु मैं किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा।
तुम बिन और न दूजा। आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर।
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा सागर तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख कल कामी।
मैं मूर्ख खल कामी।
कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक गोचर सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। इस विधि मिलव दया में।
इस विधि मिलो दया में। उमापति ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरिता तुम रक्षक मेरे,
स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। कल्याण
अपने हाथ उठाओ,
अपने हाथ उठावो द्वार पर तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा,
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों की संकट, दास जनों की संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
प्रेम से बोलिए विष्णु भगवान की जय। We humble ourselves as we join in our universal prayer. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva vando cha sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om। बोलो श्री सत्यनारायण भगवान की जय, विष्णु भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, सीतापति रामचंद्र की। All you're supposed to say this jai with some power tonight. प्रेम से बोलिए श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। बोलो गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। आर शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय। बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। सर्वदेवी सर्वदेवता की जय। सकल पंच की जय जय। आपकी आसन लीजिए, प्लीज बी सीटेड। God bless. Very good. पापोहम पाप कर्म हम पापात्मा पाप शंभुतराहिम हम पुंडरीकाक्षम सर्व पापरो हरे। यान्तु देवा गणा सर्वे पूजामदाय भवकिम इष्टकाम प्रसिद्ध्यर्थ पुनरागमनाय च आवाहयामि न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजा विधि न जानामि क्षमस्व त्वां परमेश्वरम। गणपति गिरिजावृतभध्वजम् षण्मुखो नन्दी मुख धीम धीमा मनुजमाल त्रिशूल मृगस्वचम प्रतिदिनम कुशलम जय मंगलम प्रतिदिनम कुशलम जय मंगलम। ऋग्वेद यजुर्वेद सामवेद अथर्वण चारों वेद कल्याण आशीर्वाद आशीर्वाद। मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजम मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षम मंगलाय तनोहरि सर्वदेवी शांति, सर्वदेवता शांति, प्रधान देव कलश देव अग्निदेव, हरि ओम शांति, हरि ओम शांति, हरि ओम शांति। श्री ब्रह्मणर्पणमस्तु, श्री विष्णुवे नमः, श्री विष्णुवे नमः, श्री विष्णुवे नमः। Offer the flowers and bow down. You want to sing?
So I was asked to do a little song to serenade our wonderful couple, Janki and Kishore. We will just like to wish you all both many more wonderful, blissful years together. May the good Lord continue to shine upon you. I hope you enjoy your selection. मोर भोले चकोर भोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोली। मोर भोले चकोर भोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोली। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, शाम मेरे भीगे भीगे अखियों का गजरा, मही मेरी सोने सोने बहियों का गजरा। शाम मेरी भीगी भीगी अखियों का गजरा, मन मेरी सोने सोने बहियों का गजरा। ओ मेरी भगिया में चम चम कहार डोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, दूध से कन्हैया में मुझको पुकारा, मुरली के धुन में किया है इशारा। दूध से कन्हैया में मुझको पुकारा, मुरली के धुन में किया है इशारा। मेरे सपनों की नाक तार ढोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम बोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, आज मेरे मन की लगन रंग लाई, प्यार का संदेशा भी संग संग लाई। आज मेरे मन की लगन रंग लाई, प्यार का संदेशा भी संग संग लाई। मेरे जीवन में रच की पुकार डोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले, आज राधा की नैनों में शाम डोले। मोर बोले चकोर बोले। Thank you. All the best, Janki.